Patients in this children's hospital in Afghanistan are underweight. 4-month-old Murtaza weighs just 6.5 pounds. His mother spoke to Imtiaz Tyab of CBS News.
Your son is so small, so frail. You must be very worried about him.
Yes, we are so worried, she says.
And Murtaza is not the only child seeking treatment for malnutrition at the Kabul clinic. According to a doctor at the hospital, the situation is as grim as it looks.
1 or 2 malnourished children die here every day, he says.
You lose 1 or 2 children a day.
Yes, unfortunately.
These scenes are among the most striking examples of Afghanistan's humanitarian crisis: severe food shortages, hunger, and economic collapse. And that situation has gotten worse over the past 12 months. After the U.S. withdrew its troops in August of 2021, the Taliban quickly took over the country.
The Taliban have been in power for a year now. Are they helping you?
I haven't received a penny from them, he says.
So life is worse for you under the Taliban?
Yes, it's terrible, he says. It's a slow death for us. Life is not worth living when there's no food and no work.
These people hope for handouts from a bakery. They cannot afford the loaves of bread that cost just 11 cents. Since the Taliban's takeover, the Biden administration has frozen $7 billion in Afghan assets.
The United States, I'll insist we continue to keep the commitments we made.
The U.S. says it can't be sure those funds wouldn't be routed to terror groups. Half of that money may be used to compensate families of the victims of the 9/11 terror attacks. The U.S. State Department says it's exploring ways to get the other half, some $3.5 billion, into the hands of the Afghan people. But for now, none of it is. Hungry Afghans must rely on the kindness of their neighbors, like this man, who purchased several dollars worth of bread to give out. The United Nations says that 90% of Afghans don't have enough food, and with winter approaching, the problem is likely to become even more dire. This is Inside Edition Digital.